To the US now, where after days of speculation, President Donald Trump has decided to remove his controversial chief strategist, Steve Bannon, from his position. Bannon, a former executive chair of a right-wing news website and who played a central role in the president's successful election campaign, becomes just the latest high-profile firing or resignation in the 7-month administration of President Trump.
Now have confirmation from the White House that Mr. Bannon was on his way out, becoming just the latest close Trump confidant and aide to exit the White House. Bannon's departure will follow that of former White House Communications Director Anthony Scaramucci, who lasted just 10 days in that role, Chief of Staff Reince Priebus, who was fired on July 28th, and former Press Secretary Sean Spicer, who resigned on July 21st. President Trump was asked during his controversial press conference on right-wing hate groups in Charlottesville Tuesday whether he still had confidence in his chief strategist.
I like Mr. Bannon. He's a friend of mine. But Mr. Bannon came on very late. You know that. I went through 17 senators, governors, and I won all the primaries. Mr. Bannon came on very much later than that. And I like him. He's a good man. He is not a racist, I can tell you that. He's a good person. He actually gets a very unfair press in that regard. But we'll see what happens with Mr. Bannon. But he's a good person, and I think the press treats him, frankly, very unfairly.
Calls for Mr. Bannon's ouster grew louder post the killing of a protester in Charlottesville, where right-wing groups had gathered to protest the removal of Confederate statues. Mr. Trump's ambiguity in condemning the white nationalist and neo-Nazi groups has seen much scorn directed at the White House. For now, it remains an open question what Mr. Bannon's ouster will mean for the continued support of the conservative and right-wing base that propelled Donald Trump into the presidency. Bryce-Pease, SABC News, New York.